Well, alrighty then. Welcome back. Thank you, as always, for joining me as your host, Romedies. And as you see, we are back here, going to be doing a little bit of work on. I don't really have a name for this guy yet. He just says Mud Beacon. Maybe we should fix that. Let's go find the beacon guy. Let's give him a name. Let's give him a name. I do like. Let's see here. What we name him a veracity. So this is the mod of veracity is what we has. Let's go ahead. No, I don't need the range to be that high. We'll bump up the range. We'll say to the 5,000 meters. That seems like is a good idea, huh? 10,000 meters? No, that's too much. We drop this guy down. He's supposed to be a attack ship after all, right? So we drop that down to the 500 meter. We save a little bit energy, not necessarily that needs to do that, but we'll do it anyways. So close the door to the cockpit right there. And here you see we have, well, you've been seeing this. This is really just our storage area. We have everything else kind of grouped together in here also. So it's kind of nice. And now we has the blast doors that we will lock to kind of protect the front part of the ship should we get in, or really to protect the life systems here in the back part of the ship. Should we need to do that, we need to put the helmets back on before we go ahead and open this door right here. Excelente. And so something we're going to have to consider is what is it that we're going to be doing with this ship? We're going to close this guy back down before we go ahead and depressurize all of this. Come on down. Come on to the down. Come on to the down. Come on to the down. Okay, has my helmet on, right? Yes, I should. Otherwise, I would be dying because we have no oxygens in there. So here we are, vented to the outside world. Very cool. We're going to leave Crab Builder over there. And what we're going to go do is we're going to get the small miner. So we had accident. I don't really know if accident is the right thing, but I logged off one night. The peoples who was on here, we all logged off one night. The server continued to run. And then when we came back, all of the small ships was blown up. Like, one crashed into the masher, a couple of them were crashed into mothership over here. Like, I don't really have a good answer for you as to why they was blown up. But they was most certainly blown up. So, we ended up having to rebuild all of our little ships, so which is why you see that we have different little ships that we are using. Anyway, the one that I'm in right here was originally intent on being a builder ship, but a design flaw that I made with this guy means that he's actually going to be better served as a mining ship. And if he is going to be a mining ship, then obviously, one, we're going to have to retrofit him, but two, we might consider the veracity here to be kind of a long-range, kind of scout recon type ship, although it's a little more heavily armored than is your traditional scout slash heavy armored type of ship. So if we're going to consider that, something that we might want to do is put maybe a little bit of a flight bay here on the back, where I could have maybe a small mining ship that I could take out, or alternatively I could have maybe well, I don't know what else I would really want over there, but I would want the somethings. Oh, the puppy dog, my doggy just came over here to me. I'm sorry to be away for a second. It's raining very hard outside. I live in the middle of the United States. It's raining very hard outside. It's actually hailing outside right now. My puppy is an old man. He's a 13-year-old dog, but he's still no like the hail. So he just came over here to me. I'm sorry about that. He was forcing his way into my lap. I'm sorry. I did not play the game very good. But anyway, so here we go. Let's come back to this. The puppy, he's now laying on my feet. We come back, so something that we is not needing, we're not needing this on the front of this ship anymore. We can go ahead and we can remove all of this, guys. If you will go ahead, okay. And also I can refit what we have going on here. I'm not going to do that right now in this episode. We're going to leave this guy right here as he is. But this could be considered kind of more of a long range. You see we have eight of the oxygen tanks on this guy that are all filled up. and then he, own reactor and his own batteries and everything on that ship. So this guy, really, we could use him kind of as a nice little mining ship. Now, something I want to point out about the oxygen: you can put the oxygen tanks on the small ships like this, and then when I hook them up to the large ships, and I'll come up here, you notice on the large ship, this one is featuring the oxygen generations right here on either side of the engines. When I put those oxygen generators on there, it will actually go through these connectors and fill up the tanks on the small ships. So you can go ahead and you can use the large ships like this with the oxygen farms to fill your small ships, which is kind of a nice little deal. So now that we has kind of this idea about what is going on with this guy, and that looked like this block has actually been damaged, so we're going to fix him. I have about 24,000. Okay, so let's remove this guy here. Let's remove this guy as well. Maybe we go over here to the 3 guy, and up here it looks like I'm using a dark block to actually fit this, so let's go ahead and match the colors. Let's see, can I build all of that? No, I cannot, which is just fine. We remove this block right here as well. And now I tell you what we do. We're going to go ahead and under the tool menu, I should get the oxygen farms back again. So let's get that guy. We'll put him here. Let's spinny. Oh, he is a 3 block, huh? Is that right? Are you really 3 blocks long? I guess you are 3 blocks long because that one over there is operating. If you hear the thunder out there, I'm not sure you can, but it's really starting to rain. So you see on this guide that I have kind of strategically placed some of the solar panels wherever I could place the solar panels on him, still making him look kind of interesting. There are some batteries on the interior of the ship. He also has 2 large reactors, but ideally we're wanting it idle like this just to be running off of the solar power and not using up so much. But part of that is that we need to have the oxygen generators, and if I'm going to have another ship, we may as well put another couple of these guys on here. Let's see if I can dump some steel plates onto him, which I certainly can. I can put them on. And then if I come back it this way, what it looks like I did, at least on the interior guy over there. And really, if my plates are coming back here, then I should be able to do the same thing here. Let's go ahead and I'm going to paint that thing black. These are the light armor blocks, which is not what I want. We want the heavy armors. So this ship, we expect him to get into some of the fighting. We expect him to do that, which is why we are including the heavy armor plating all over this guy. And so I removed 3 of the heavy armor. I put on 3 of the heavy armors. Now really we're mirroring what we do over here, but let's remove this guy off of here. Again, we're going to pull out that. We're going to paint him. Apparently I need the interiors plate, so we're going to get that out of our crab guy down here. I know that all of my energies and everything looks good, but after I get some of the interior plate, what I'm going to do, the interior plates is down here. Let's get to 100 of them. I'm just going to pop into this guy for just a moment here. We go ahead and we heal up. I take a drink. I don't know what I just did with X, but that is okay. Okay, so let's go back up over here to the other side of this guy. Tell you what, while we're here, we need to spinny this around, and now we need to go that way. So there's another oxygen tank right there. And now on to this side, let's put on that. Let's get another oxygen tanks here, so we spinning him around and over. Let's put on whatever I have with him. Let's put in what we have here as well. And now we need to remove these 3 blocks. So we shall do that. So here's 1, 2, and look like now 3 as well. Excellent. Okay, good. And now for this one here, we're going to not have to really do much with the oxygen farm. We do that. Okay, cool. We build that guy real quick. So now the question that I really have is, if I am going to have, I don't know if I want to have the tanks top and bottom, if I want to have everything kind of on both sides, or if on the bottom of this guy, what I really want to focus on. Well, we're going to have the landing gear down here on the bottom of him, and so this automatically is going to create problems, isn't it? Okay, well that kind of answered that question right there. That automatically answered that question. So this top we're going to have to just be toward the stars at all of the time. But what that really answers for me is what we needing to do here on the back of this guy then. Okay, so let's go and let's get heavy block here. We build this guy because he's going to be down below everything. We build a block there. Look like we're building a block right there as well. So now, of course, if I wanted to, and really this would probably be a smart, I don't know if I have enough engine, enough thruster components to do this, but probably what is smart to do is to put an engine in right there. Actually, yes, I'm liking that very much. And another thing that we can do is right here we can put those blocks across. Those going to be hard to weld. I tell you what, do I have enough steel plates? I should have enough steel plate. We weld these two guys up here real quick. There we go. Okay, cool. And now let's go over here to the other side of this guy. So this gun right here in the middle, I'm kind of questioning about having him. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing to question him, but I kind of like this rounded little motif that we had going on. So I think what we do is we remove out. Ouchie, what did I die from? I have no idea how I just died. I don't even know. Why am I dead? Why did I just die? I do not understand what I just did. Did I weld myself to death? I mean, I don't even know. That's okay. At least I can spawn on the ship here. Okay, we run this door back here, and now we're running the door again, so he will come down. Good. Let's get our light going on, and now we get out of here like that. Very cool. We're turning the light off. And now here we are. We outside once again. Let's see where my body ended up. Oh, he is ragdolling around. How cool. Falling-ish. Kind of falling, anyway. Can we get into him? Yes, we can. Okay, let's take the items that he had, and now you just continue to ragdoll. What is it that is hurting me right there? I almost did it again. You see that? I got hurt again. Is it this gun right here that is hurting me? I don't know what that is. Interesting. Well, that's okay. We let that body ragdoll around over there for a little bit, especially since now there's this welder right here that I need. Come here. Oh, Grinder. Sorry, Grinder. You come here with me. Yeah. Okay, so we actually have quite a lot of interesting things that we could do here, don't we? We have those two things. So if I go into the menus here, I already have that. Not the menu that I want. Let's get this guy. And now let's come down here and let's say that we want you to match. So if I go, and I don't think you're going to let me place you right here. No, so we have to remove this gun. So we will do just that. Yeah, okay, so that is okay. I tell you what. Okay. Okay, so that makes no sense at all. No sense whatsoever, but that's okay. We will let that just go on and do its thing. I mean, whatever. So this needs, I think, to remove. It needs to remove away. What we're wanting is another engines over here. Look like it to me. So let's go ahead and get the engine placed. We're spinning him up now, I think. No, this way. Yep, that is a good. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe not. There we go. Okay, so that engine is a place. Actually, before we... no, I should be able to... Let's see what's my inventory. I only have 177s. Oh, Crab Welder! Come here! Come to me, Crab Welder! I need... no, I need 300 of the plates, so I need another... Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's come back up here. I don't understand. I have no idea why I died. no idea. Now I can't weld these things either while standing on them. That makes no sense. Okay, we come over here and we welded this guy. Okay, good. So now the engine is in. So let's go and let's get to these rounded corners then. So let's get these heavy armor slope. Looks like what I'm looking for. It is what I'm looking for. So we're now coming over here. No, not the gyroscope. Yeah, that is what I want. We're needing to... Oh, okay, so that actually worked good. So we need the block down there. We need a blocker down there. We're going to need many more of the steel plates. Let's go get the steel plates then. Come here. To me. We put all of that in here. Here, I have a grinder. And probably what we do, we continue this motif maybe until we get to right here. Does that just sound good to everybody? We get to here? I think, okay, good, I agree with you. So let's do this, and actually, what I'm needing to do, I don't understand, am I hitting myself with the grinder, or what am I doing? That seems like not good. That seems like not good whatsoever. We have plenty of things up in there, so I tell you what we do, we come and get into the crab guy. Come here, crab guy. And okay, so you need to turn your dampeners back on. Let's move away from all of that. Okay, good. And now we wanting to come over this direction and up. Let's see how many thruster components you have in you. You have only 426 thruster component. Okay. And I don't have anything set up for this guy, so let's do welders. We turn the welders on and off. I know that the large thrusters was set up, so we're just going to toggle that block on and off now too, so we don't do any damage. Toggle the welders on. And we're coming down in here. Nice. 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 I like it. I like it. Okay, let's go over here now, and let's get these three guys. I've never built a flat ship like this. My friend the ship, he actually worked pretty good, doesn't it? Yeah, worked pretty good indeed. We go down in here. Let's get into the welding of all of these things. Yeah, there we go. Okay, good. With the welders on, we go. We finish this little part right here, even though it's not really super important. Okay, there we go. And now let's work our way over here, I think. And let's finish all of this stuff up down here. Excellent. And now we come over this direction and we finish this little guy on the corner. Cool. Okie dokie. So let's spinny you around a little bit because we're needing to, I look like lay some blocks down, and I'm needing to do different color. So we're needing to fix that and fix you, so that's fine. So that's part of the engine, so I'm not worried about him. This over here, not part of the engine, so let's lay them down. Come here, Mr. Crabber guy. I need you to fix these blocks right over here. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Let's come over here and let's fix these guys. Also very nice indeed. Okay, let's pop out of view then. So we going, I think, to be laying these blocks right here. We're going to be laying all across there, I think, is we're laying the blocks, aren't we? So let's remove this guy away. So apparently the lesson out of this episode, be very careful with your grinder now, because Romedy almost had died to his grinder twice. That's... I'm not sure if I should be super embarrassed by that or if that's actually pretty impressive. I don't really know what the answer is. As of right now, I'm a little impressed. Am I out of... I'm out of steel plates. That is very incredible. Okay, so we all out of... No, what happened? What did I do? I need to back into the crab guy. Not doing very good, huh? You deal with life for a little while, and then when you come back here, all of a sudden you no longer can deal with things. Kind of embarrassing, actually, isn't it? Tell you what do we do. We needing to turn our big engines back on now that we is away from that. This guy down here, I think that this carriage, this grinding carriage down here, is what we really want to be looking at. Okay, so here is actually what we're aiming for. Let's turn the big engines off again. Do I have a... Yes, I do on that side. I have a guy. Okay, so let's just inch our way down here. Let's maybe turn our lights on. There are no lights. Okay, fair enough. Inch our way down here to this guy like that. We need down a little bit more. We need over a little bit. Oh, cool. Okay, so now we locked on to here. Let's see if I can find... Should be a lot of things that we can find. We're wanting doors for sure. We're wanting these for sure. And what else have we got into this guy that we maybe take? Who knows what we take? I tell you what, there's only 6 displays there. We take those 6 displays. Now, what I really wanting though, is all of these steel plates right there. We put this grinder guy down in there as well. That's what I really wanting, is all those steel plates. Cool. Thank you very much there, little docking friend. So this also was another creation. He's just made a giant grinding ship so that when we capture things, we have been grinding them up, eating them up, nom 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 nom, very, very quickly. Let's turn these engines back on so that we can go around that guy. Cool. And now let's head back over. Oh, I'm going to hit him. I don't want to do that. Let's head back up over here to our friend. And we're wanting to go up here on the top of this guy. Yes, there we go. Okay, so we'll turn off these big engines again, and now let's get these things welded. Nice, 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 nice. Much better. And now also we should be able, I think, to weld the big engines here. So let's go ahead and do that. Yes, excellent. Okay, good. Good, good. So, now that that part of this guy is done, we're going to do the last thing that I do for this episode. Maybe a little bit boring episode. All it is just building and welding, but hey, that's okay. We do this, 2, and 3, 4, 5. So we just continue this little rounded motif here on the top. Doesn't really fit with anything, and that's why I like it, because it is kind of its own little deal here, which I do kind of like. Now for this guy, actually all of these guys, we're going to need to fix the coloring, which we do right here. Fix, fix, fix. Okay, cool. Except I tagged you, and I don't think I really should have tagged you. Should I have? So we go back to the other one. Let me fix the color there. Cool. Crab guy, or crab builder. There you are. Crabbington builder. Okay. Come down. Let us buildy. Buildy, 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 buildy. Get that last one there. Okay. So, how'd that look? Are we okay on that? It looks like maybe some little bit different colors that we wanted to talk about. Let's go figure them out. Let's understand why we has different colors down here. So let's get that guy coming to this point right here. So I wanting to take the color from him, and now I wanting to apply that color over here. Oh, it is already applied. That making no sense to me. Making no sense. I guess I used a different version, huh? Different kind of the welded around. Again with the damaging myself. I do not understand. Again with the hurtings myself. We used the wrong block, it looked like, down here, doesn't it? We must have used the wrong guy. I don't know. Rounded heavy armor. Oh, I used the angled one, not the rounded one. I see the difference. Okay. Okay, there. Well, I'll tell you what. I won't make you sit around with me while I fix that problem right there. So I tell you what. I do that off of the cameras after I go get all healed up anyway. And when we come back, what we are going to do apparently is put a light in here because no one can see anything. That is okay. Yeah. But no, that's a joke. So when we come back for the next episode, what we're going to do, I think we're going to continue to build on this guy, but we're going to work on getting a little bit of a flight bay up here on the top so that we can just move a small mining ship in and out. We can use this guy as a big recon ship then. So, okay, well, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do that very good, I think. I appreciate you for joining me as always. I will see you here the next time.